So, skill-based matchmaking. It's become kind of a boogeyman in the Call of Duty community as of recently. All pro players are against it, and a lot of other average players are against it. And it's so odd to me because in fighting games, skill-based matchmaking is used as a way to help you improve as a player by pitting you against certain opponents that are either your skill level or higher. Now, the problem with this assumption is that you can't just say just because someone's this rank means that they're going to play good or bad. It doesn't mean nothing because the human element is still there. Like, what people fail to realize is that it's not an RPG where you go into certain areas and this is the level of the enemy range from, like, say 1 to 5 or 50 to 55 or something like that, right? It doesn't work like that, man. Because, okay, this is what people say. Add a ranked playlist to Call of Duty, boom. They think it's magically would change their problems. It wouldn't. Because there could be trash ass people in ranked mode, just like there's trash ass people in ranked mode in fighting games. Why aren't they going to player lobbies? Why aren't they meeting people and fighting people of the similar skill level? Why aren't they doing that? There's really bad people ranked in fighting games, but they play. You know why? Possibly because they're just playing the game casually. They don't care if they lose. Number two, they're doing it in hopes that they will get better because they're fighting people that are insanely good at the game, or at least above average. Now, what Call of Duty players fail to understand is that very thing. They fail to think, oh, hey, I want to just go on and pwn some noobs and never learn a damn fucking thing because I'm too busy pwning noobs. Like, you're never going to get better if you don't lose. And that's the problem with them. They can't lose. Okay, so they say this. Oh, but I gotta play the meta. Oh, I'm tired of playing meta all the time. I want to use different guns and stuff. And it's like, so do it. So do it. Like, if you think, okay, use your ability to fucking say fuck that shit, bro. Like, in a fighting game, no one forgets that, say, in Street Fighter, a Tatsumaki beats a Hadoken, right? A jump beats a Hadoken in some ranges. And in some ranges, a Shuriken is going to beat the jump attack of a Hadoken. But the idea here is that there's basic RPS things. There's basic counters in the game automatically. So if you mean to tell me that trying hard and sweating is just trying to play by counters or just naturally doing these things without noticing, because there's plenty of people that do that. Like, some of this shit is like riding a bike to people. Especially because we have such a big culture with gaming now. A lot of people are gaming, And with that, the skill level increases. It's not like back in the day where, video games weren't that popular, and so people were still kind of getting the gist of things. Call of Duty is a casual shooter, they say. But what they fail to realize is that once you go into a human versus human mode, that casual enjoyment you were looking for is not guaranteed to you. I mean, look at the back of the case. Online interactions are not rated by the ESRB. Now, you might be asking, why are you comparing ratings to that? Well, think of it like this. They cannot dictate what happens online, so they have no way to really rate it. So, in other words, you could be playing a rated E game, go online, and hear somebody say the F word. And little Timmy is going to be like, oh my God, what the mayor's just here? Oh, they're exploding. You can't guarantee that someone is not or is going to play by meta, or it's going to be good or bad. Like, I don't get why people fail to realize the human element here. Like, it's very simple. In fighting games, you get better by fighting better players, or you get better by asking questions about the game. Now, what's funny about this is that in shooters, it's just pretty much the rules are simple, right? You got a gun, you have your equipment, you have your perks. Maybe you pick Call of Duty, whatever. Maybe Halo, some games. A lot of games have perks now, and you point and click, man. Like it's really like they fail to realize that if one motherfucker has a gun and one dude is completely trained in using a gun, that one dude that has no training might have a chance to pop that dude because it's a gun. There's not much you can change with that danger, especially everything else that's in the game. I mean, yeah, we could talk about the meta and how the balance of certain things can go about, but you cannot stop someone from using that meta. You're never gonna, you cannot do that. You just, like, what do people think? That we can suddenly change how someone wants to play a game or feel? They pay money for the game too. They want to play it how they want. Whether that's sweaty or not, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Because like, think of it like civil liberties, right? You have your First Amendment right, but you can't just go around and say, "Oh, I'm gonna blow shit up." Nah, it doesn't work like that. But you're protected to say what you need to say, or what you want to say, or what you feel out that there's injustice going on in the world, or you want to have a speech or something in a crowd, and this is something that is given to you, and you are guaranteed when you go into an online space that you're playing the game by a set rules, and you follow those rules. You have freedoms within this set of rules, but they can only go so far. Now, am I saying that meta always trumps skill? It does not. Skill trumps meta. Skill will always trump meta. Like, if you don't want to sweat when you go online, don't go online. Because no matter how you see it, you're always sweating. You're never not trying to win. And who's to say that you're not having fun if you're trying to win or not trying to win? You can have fun in many different ways. You know? I just think it's ridiculous. I just that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Because as someone who plays fighting games and shooters, I really just think it's ridiculous that this even has to be a thing. Like, okay, think of it like this: if you want to go up in there and shoot idiots and say, "Yeah, no skill-based matchmaking. Yeah, I'm not being put up against people better than me." Well, what about the people you're killing? You don't think they feel that way? You cannot tell them how they feel, bro. Or maybe you say to them, "Oh, nah, they can learn from this." Oh yeah? Why don't you learn from your shit? Fucking idiot. Pro players are saying this shit. It makes no fucking sense to me, man. It's not like fighting games where they're literally changing the groundwork so bad players can win. Now, I did hear this in Call of Duty Modern Warfare and how, certain balances of the perks and equipment is arranged. Those things are acceptable to speak about. And it has nothing to do with skill based matchmaking. Like I said, it's just certain rules that are set and what they allow you to can and cannot do. That's how we change the game. That's how we can make it better for everyone, by making sure that everyone has the ability to not be manipulated or exploited. Like, there's no hackers, there's no cheating, there's no nothing. I mean, if you're not breaking anything in the rules of the game, what's the problem?